today we're actually going to show you the Renogy battery. Now, one of the biggest things is not just to make energy, but to save energy. And with our setup we're working on is when we're off-roading, we want to use the power of the sun. And we've got two 120 amp hour batteries that are charged by the sun through solar, and we're going to get into that. So let's go to the chart. Got this package today from Renogy. So we're going to sync the two batteries and then install them. To sync the batteries, we connect them up. So I know both batteries are at 100%. I charged this one up. This is the new one last night. So that they are equal. I'm going to label each one of these as well, so that if there are any issues, and I'll show you the app, that I will know how to deal with it. So labels. So this is supposed to sync the batteries together. They say 12 to 24 hours. And not connected to anything else. So we've connected them. When we connect in parallel, we're going to run one off of here and one run off of here. This way we've got 120 and 120, so we'll have 240 amps at 12 volts. So you may ask, why do I like Renogy? I never knew really about Renogy before, but when I actually started getting into these batteries, they're night and day over other batteries I've had. I've got two other batteries of 100 amp, and I have another 200 amp, and the difference is size, weight, strength. The app is amazing. But look at this. That's not plastic. The other nice thing is, look how these are set up. So they have a notch in here. So if these need to go under your seat for your van or whatever it might be, this is all within that area. Now you got your network connections. This is your Bluetooth connections. Same thing on this one. And eventually we'll probably go there with a controller, and we'll probably change over to the solar as well. But as I said, these are your 120 amp, and these are your solid state. These batteries, like, they're solid. Because if you look at other batteries, they're plastic. They fasten down. They got areas for this to fasten. This one I haven't put the clamps on yet, so that they're not going to move anywhere. And they're just nice and compact. Like, this is 100 amp, 120 amp. I'll show you something. This here is a 100 amp battery, and this is a lot heavier than those ones as well. I could weigh this. This is less than those ones. Plastic, bigger, and these ones are just totally, I don't know. I'm in love with these batteries. They're absolutely amazing. Now, let's get to the install. So we're in the Renogy app, and with the Renogy app, it shows you a lot of details. Now, like I said, we just don't want to save energy, we want to make it. So by us running our solar, we've got all our cables and stuff running, we're running it into our batteries. So on the app, right now, we have, with this light on, we're pulling 5 watts. And eventually that will go off, but I'm not gonna wait for that anyway. So we're pulling 5 watts, let alone that is not a Renogy solar panel. Now with this is, we've got our battery 1. I've labeled those over at the battery 2, which I can show you. Battery 1 and battery 2. So right now it's showing that we're at 99.9%. So our maximum capacity is 123 hours of power. So they're rated for 120. So that's per battery. So we've got 240 amp hours. Now our present capacity shows you that, you know, it's a little bit less at 122, but it's still fine. This shows you your remaining time. So without pretty much any daylight, just running off our little light that we have, we've got 12 days of power. I mean, that's pretty good. We don't have the fridge and stuff hooked up right now. Present volts, which we need is 12, so we got 13. Present amps, 0.5 amps. It's got a heating mode. Now this heating mode is actually pretty cool. So when the weather gets cooler, this kicks in and keeps that battery warm from freezing. This is your updates. Any errors will show up here. Here's your maximum, I can't speak today, maximum temperature and your minimum temperatures. This shows you each of your cells along here. And the same thing with the other battery. So that's battery 1. So it shows you everything in that one. Battery 2 right now is at 100%. Now they vary a little bit. They should be close to each other, but you can see right here, it's fully charged. Present volts 12, amps 0.
Present volts is 14.
Oh, sorry, yeah, but we were using 12, but 14, yeah. No updates and stuff like that. This app, you can change. We can check for updates. Let's see if there is any updates on it. Current version, your version is up to date, so no, there are no updates on it. But this is very, very easy to use. Renogy, when they thought of this, they thought of everything. You have a community as well, which is actually pretty cool. You can talk to other people, post news and stuff like that. You can see all the updates. There's a mall where you can do all your shopping. This can be very dangerous because here's some of the stuff that I want. Controller and all that kind of stuff, solar. And then of course you can collect points by when you check in. So right now I've got 290 points. You can change it in here, which is pretty cool. And then your other stuff that's in here as well, which is pretty awesome. So it's not bad. So one of the cool things about the Renogy website is they've got a energy calculator. So you can choose whether you're doing off-grid, van life, an RV, worksite, marine, boat. We'll pick RV. We're not really an RV, but we'll pick Class B, smaller. So realistically, all we have running is, you know, I can run the Starlink, but that's running off the other I'm running a refrigerator, doesn't use that much. This isn't running for 8 hours. I'm running it maybe 4 hours. And then right over here, it gives you your full, see, let's just run it full, 24 hours. It gives you how many watts you're using, how many watt hours and all that. So say we'll keep it at 7.5 hours. Then you hit recommend, and it will tell you your daily consumption. Now this is if you're getting right into this, you want to get your system going. Now you can click view products, and it will tell you what you need for that amount of consumption. So for instance, here's a full package with a 2000 watt inverter. You got your controller, you've got 2 solar panels, you've got all your cables, your fuses, your solar connector, other connectors. Oh, you can got the Z clips for the solar. They even give you a gland. Wow. And this is, it looks like a 200 amp hour battery. Now if you want to change and go up and how many watts you're using, it's going to change your package, which is kind of cool. So you know that, you know, for what I'm using, you're going to spend about $2,000, and you're going to get a package that's going to run that for you. So right now, this tells me that I don't use my inverter a lot, but this is a 2000 watt inverter, and that's pretty amazing. You can pretty much run anything off that. I only have 1 solar panel, so that tells me that I'm not getting the right amount of power to keep charged. So yeah, it tells you right here. You've got storage, battery storage with 400 watts, 600 watt, N-type panels. All the extras you can get added to it. It gives you a ton of information, which is actually really cool. The app, which I have, I enjoy the app actually. So yeah, you can break it down to everything that you need to do as far as calculating your plan, and that's all just under the Renogy app under calculator. A diagram, how to wire everything. That's very useful to have. Now, your controller, just in case you're trying to figure out what the controller is, your controller is where all your solar's coming into. So all the solar's going in, and then this is all going out to basically a distributor or a fuse box. And from there, your batteries are going in. Now your batteries can go in here as well. And with the controller I've got 3. So one's for solar power coming in, power going out, and then I have an additional one for just some lights. And that's all I need. But this one, it shows you exactly what you can do with your inverter and all this fun stuff. Renogy has thought of a lot of stuff, which is actually pretty cool. Definitely a brand I recommend. And right now I am just hooking up the batteries and all my wiring, which I need to clean all this up, get it organized, but I need to figure out what's going to where, because I forgot to write it all down. So, what are you eating about? That I'm messing up?
Yep.
Nice haircut.
Why, Dad?
Who cut your hair?
A barber.
Yeah, who's the barber? Me.
No.
Yes. Not too bad of a job. Mo. This goes directly down. This will tape, and then this will go into the thing. This will attach into here. When I'm done, this is coming apart. I gotta finish that one. Oh. So I'm getting an E11 code on here. Things showing up right now. And that works out to a battery charge thing. So I need to get another one of these cables to do a proper parallel. A longer one that can go from here to there. And then I'll get this thing wired properly and clean that mess up. And then hopefully that'll get rid of that error. And get a top on this thing. Hopefully we can do all this tomorrow.
6 hours.
Last weekend I want to work on this thing, so. But we got good air ventilation. We got good ventilation. Our main power shut off. I've got my charge here for my Victron. I just turned it off, kid.
Ew.
USB, which will be nice to have as well. Just to charge if you need to. Another plug-in power, and then this will be the fridge one down here. A dedicated fridge, and yeah, just figure out the rest now. Okay, let's shut her down for today.
Okay.
We'll do some more tomorrow. I just finished up the electrical in the truck. My foot went to sleep, I was sitting on it. But this is what I ordered. I ordered a bunch of cables from Amazon just so I could get it the right one, and then those ones will go back. But this is what I've done. Oh. Electrical is fixed. So as you can see, I have a lot on this terminal. So all my negatives are coming off this battery. The positive goes to this one, and everything runs off of this one for positive. Negative, which is straight negative, to that negative. So it runs in a parallel. This here, my main shutoff, is going to the shutoff here. And then I got power for the fridge. I got extra power, USB, a charger for the batteries, and 2 extra switches for down the road if I need to put LED or something in here. My controller and my inverter. That wraps up the electrical, essentially. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So, a lot of work just for doing a little bit of electrical for the fridge. So you can see up top we've got our solar, and we are running, hold on a sec. We're running only 150 watt solar. We might change that into a 200 watt in time, but right now that's what we're doing. So let's go down inside. So we've got our fridge running. I've got a light here running. I got another light that will be up here or somewhere. I haven't figured that part out yet because I have another switch in here I haven't wired up yet. That'll be our cooking light. And this here is all run by our Renogy, 2 Renogy batteries, 220 amp hour batteries, which is on an app that we can actually see. So right now, I've got my main shutoff for the batteries. I've got my main power for the fridge. Right now, if I look at the app, which Cayden just opened, it's sitting at 100% on both. So battery 1, battery 2, and both these batteries are hooked up via parallel connection. So I'm getting my 240 amps hours of power. Renogy makes it very simple, very reliable, and that's what's powering our system. And under here, which this comes off, I just got two brackets that can be removed. This slides out, and then I got full access to both batteries back here. Having this power when you need it is very important. Most of the time, only thing that's running is the fridge. But at night, if we need to grab something, I've got the switch right here, and that runs that. So for packing or unpacking, we need to find something, we'll have that light. I'll probably end up running some LED in here for accent, just for whatever. And then we will have that other light for cooking. As you can see, there's the wire, but I just haven't figured out where I'm gonna install it yet. I want the best location for it to actually work properly. But having the control, the inverter, and everything all running, I can charge those batteries right there if I want to on the Victron. And I got 2 extra switches as well for my LED light and whatever else I do, plus a USB charger and another power port. I've got my 1000-watt inverter if I need it. I don't often use it, but it's there in case I do. And we're slowly adding to our sticker wall, like the original one. Yeah, Cayden's project. But yeah, that's our power. Powered by Renogy. Love it. Well done, Cayden.
What?
Well done. No? You helped. Renogy has been great for us. We've had other batteries in the past, and so far as our power goes, we've had the one battery for a year, and I love it. So we added the other one just to give us that extra power that we need sometimes. And they've been very supportive, very helpful if we have any questions. I only had one question, was the heating mode, but that's automatic. Just remember, guys, choose wisely. When we started this, you kind of take whatever, but throughout these years, we've kind of figured out what works and you don't have issues with down the road. Renogy is one of those, and it's an investment I wish I would have done a lot earlier. But again, thanks guys for following and for supporting us, and we'll see you on the next one. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. What?
Hey guys, before I end this video, I forgot to say one thing. Renogy has been amazing on our adventures, and we want to share that with you. So there's a link below that we want you to click on. Now, this is the anniversary page, and if you want to hear all those stories from other people, that's great. Check it out. While you're there, keep your eye on that countdown, because there's something massive dropping on June 15th, and you want to be there. So get ready, and when that time comes, I don't think you'll be disappointed. So check it out, and you know what? We'll see you on the next one. See you on the road. See you guys. Bye.